replace my shower set, and I think this is a life skills that we all should learn to do to DIY, instead of calling for a plumber. And other than that, they charge very high, you also have to wait for them, and it's something that we should all learn to do independently. First step to plumbing is actually to first turn off the water supply, and so it's over there. So for my pipes, there's the hot and the cold water. So basically, if you turn it off here, it should stop all the water supply to this toilet. For this, the cool water, okay, turn clockwise, it will stop the cool water. I know that for the hot water it doesn't work. I already tried it, so later on I'll turn somewhere else to stop the hot water supply. Okay, turn until you can't turn anymore, and that means there'll be no more cold water. But let me take a bucket first. Let's not waste water. Will not drink the toast. Okay, now all drained. Next is to turn off for the hot one. As I say, the hot water, this one doesn't work. I have to go to my water heater and turn off the source there. Okay, so the first thing is that this socket goes into here, but before you just connect it this way, what you must do is to apply this this tape, or otherwise known as the plumber's tape, around this part first. This is to make sure that later on when you screw it, it's very tight and water will not leak out from here. So this is the very first important point that you must do. So you have to put on this tape and clockwise around the grooves, so it's clockwise direction. Okay, I hope you can see. Okay, so you can hold it here, apply some force so that it's tight around it. So the reason that you do clockwise is actually mainly just that later on when you turn it in, you'll be along the same axis. So I'm going to turn in for here first. Okay, so the next step is really to screw them, tighten them all the way in. Okay, but before I tighten all the way in, there's one other thing that's very important for the shower head, is that it needs to be adjusted so that it fits these two parts nicely, and then it's level. Adjusted these two so that this should be pretty level. With that being level, then I have to put in these two. Okay, and then screw this in. Okay, screw both at the same time. Oh no, I almost forgotten a very important part about this is that this is called a compression socket, I believe, and you need a washer, and this washer costs 60 cents for two of them, and they're super important because without them it will leak. And I made a mistake previously when I was doing this part. It's because I didn't know the trick is that you cannot tighten this compression nuts too much until that this thing becomes deformed. So this thing will be compressed and and prevent the water leak. But if you do it too much, right, the result is something like this. Look at this. This is actually one piece, but it got broken because I tightened it so much that it broke. When it's broken, right, water will leak. So you don't want that to happen. So this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to apply the force that is about right so that I don't break it. So I'm going to test it first by turning back on the cold water supply. I'm going to tighten sufficiently such that, right, it doesn't leak. Okay, I'm going to turn it back on. You can hear the water. Just come back to here. Okay. See, it's actually leaking here. That means it's not tight enough. So I'm going to turn. See, as the more I tighten, right, the less water comes up. Dry towel, wipe it. Let's see. Seems like it's not dripping anymore. Whoa, that would be a success. What we want is not to have any drips. And with that, it's done. I've connected everything. And I'm going to take a shower. Bye.